This class is at the extreme end in terms of self-protection. It's geared for real threat to life or threat disparity. So he's got blade, you've got nothing. There's 2 or 3 of them, there's 1 of you. It's a strong, aggressive male against a woman. The threat disparity. So combatives are geared for the extreme. Put the fucker down. You understand? But not all situations need that kind of response. So if you've got a guy about the same size as you, who's just a bit pissed, being a dickhead, you can't blitz his head. You have to use a lower profile or lower means to control somebody. So the first thing we're going to look at is control. And then I'm going to go to complete other end of the extreme. And the other end of the extreme is that pain-resistant fucker. So you could have somebody that's largely built, fattish but powerful, heavily muscled, that's got high pain tolerance. You could have somebody that's intoxicated or pharmaceutically assisted, who has massive pain tolerance. So in which case you can hit them as hard as you fucking want, and they'll still be with you. Do you understand? So there's certain targets on the body, namely the head, that will allow you to deal with that kind of individual. Do you understand? So I'm going from one end to the other end. Right, first thing I want to look at is just controlling somebody. The best way to control someone is by their head. Because where you put their head, their body will follow. Although I'll do this ballistically, I'll use control. So it's important that when you work with your partner, you use control, right? If this guy's agitated and aggressive, the best thing you can do is just fuck off. But if he won't let you leave, he steps in front of you and arrests your movement, then the situation is going to go off. Do you understand? The premise of this looks at the point where he's not a high-value threat. He's on his own, there's no weapon, he's about the same body stamp as you, so you can't really blitz him. Unless he proves himself to be dangerous during the affray. Does that make sense? First thing I'm going to do, rather than hit him in the head, is I'm just going to move to his flank here, and I'm just going to take his head ballistically and control him to pin. That's all I'm doing, right? All the time when I take his head, though it's ballistic, I'll take it with control. I won't turn his neck past the point of rotation. And when I put him on the ground, I'll control his descent. My hand was cupping his head the whole time. When I pin him, I'll pin with my knee. But if he fucks about or gets aggressive, then I'll just lift my weight and drop it on his head. Do you understand? First thing I'm going to do is just going to move to the flank, like you're moving past him. Then with 2 hands, you're going to put one here, one here simultaneously. And as you slap, I just want you to kind of pull it into your chest. Crossing his face as you do it. From here, control it now, put him on the ground, and the closest knee, just pin on his carotid. From here, monitor him for weapons, and stay free with your vision. Because I've got him here, I'm tactile, I can feel him. I don't need to fixate on him. Because there's a good chance if he's got a friend, his friend's coming now, and it's in your interest to fucking see him coming. Do you understand? When you get this position, look around, then move on. That's the drill. I'm going to break it right down. Everyone I put you with will know how to do this, so you get a coach. So what you're going to do first is move with both hands to the flanks. That looks like this. If I'm at 6 o'clock, he's at 12 o'clock. I'm going to move at 2 o'clock, like I'm going to sprint past him. And then I'm just going to take both hands, one on his face, chin, and on the top of his head, to get the best leverage. From here I'll push and pull. And then I'll take it down and pin. You understand the drill? Mm-hmm. Let's get on working. Around this plate, I'll push this palm forward past his chin as I pull this one here. So I'll push through his head where I want it. And pull him back. From here I'll cover his breathing until I get him on the floor and then I'll pin. And it's from here that I'll move off after he's chilled the fuck out. Do you understand? The 2 key points then, when you take the head, take it ballistically. You want to shake the brain. When you put him on the ground, control his descent. Do you understand? Right, I'm going to move on, so I'm going to give you another way of doing it. Like that. Right. Controlling the head, what I'm going to do is take his chin, rotate his head and put him on the ground. It's what we call the chin rib. Always the best way to get the chin rib, rather than me reach around to get his head, would be to bring his head to me. And the best way to bring his head to me is from this position, because it's going to be close. All altercations start at conversation range, less than 2 feet. This is the street, this is the nightclub. The boxing ring's 3 feet when we're moving around. You've got 3 feet in the street, with a potential violent problem, fuck off, what are you doing there? Do you understand? So understand, this is not sport, it's not consensual combat. I don't want to be here, this can't give me a problem. Does that make sense? So, in this situation again, I don't deem him that high a threat to fuck him right up, and I am going to teach him a lesson, right? So from here I'm going to flank again, but as I flank now, I'm just going to put a little shot in his bollocks, just to bring him forward. From here now, this arm will reach around his head until I cup his chin. And as I throw it, rather than just reach, I will ballistically hit him with this. Do you understand? And as I hit him with that, I will hit the front of his head to bring it onto it. So it looks like this. So I do this shot here, then I come here. As I come here, I do this. Now it's fucking wrap. Where I'll control the head, turn the unit, put it on the ground here. But exactly the same thing. I'm just controlling the head from a different way. So it's called a chin rip. So the first count, if you haven't got a cup, slap the inside of your partner's thigh. Just like a little lazy slap into the groin. Right? He'll give you the energy to come forward. So from here on, we do this. Now with your left arm and right arm, whatever your favourite, just come around, grab the head. The whole structure is hugged to me. It's tight. It's here. I'm not like this. You've got no control. Here I've got all control. And here I'm just going to rotate his head so it doesn't turn no more. As I turn his shoulders, put him on the ground and pin. And here I look around because I want to stay tactile. Move away and get the fuck off. Understand the drill? Right, get someone that knows how to do that. Come around and break it down. So if you were on a dog, let's say, and you had a gobby student on a prom night, he was pissed, he needed to fucking sit down, you would do that. Do you understand? If you've got somebody that's extremely more irate than that, just hit the cunt. But if you've got someone in between the two, and you will need to be seen to be using a low profile method, such as a cop, security, whatever, then this method works well. But the way you want to employ it is from here, instead of just grabbing the head and turning, which is good enough. You want to, when you grab, wrap his head, and I can wrap his head here, stand up, the inside of my bicep, I can get good purchase. Sorry. If I put that to the back of his neck, which is the best target on the body, he's out. If I was to put it in that hard, right? So from here, I'll just give it a little bump. And as I do it, I'll make the path meet here, just on a double slap, double tap. And this hand finds itself loosely slapping him around the face, getting where I need to be. And then from there I control. That's what makes the skill much more efficient. So that's how I teach cops. You understand? But it's a useful skill.